Hey, what's up, guys? I have a special announcement. Um, I've served in the military for 21 years, and I I finally received my retirement letter yesterday, effective January 18th, 2025. Um, it's a close to a a long career. It's been a tough career, but a rewarding one. Um, there's some people that I do want to address, and some things that I do want to address, and I did prepare a written statement. So, bear with me as I get through it. I didn't have the chance to say the farewell that I wanted to my unit, and at some point, I will. I know that a third of those that follow me here on social media from the various platforms, whether that be Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Um, you guys come from the military community. You guys have supported me through this growth, and here a lot of you guys I've had the opportunity to serve side by side with, and for that I'm thankful. So I'm gonna get into this, and yeah, let's just get to it. So after 21 years of service in the United States Army and the California Army National Guard, I stand before you at the conclusion of my military career. While this chapter is ending, a new journey is just beginning. The past 2 decades have been filled with incredible accomplishments, each accompanied by challenges and hardships. Success is never achieved without struggle. Pain is often the price of growth. Many seek the easy path in life, uh, but choosing the easy road often leads to hardship, while taking the harder path builds resilience, strength, and the ability to endure. I didn't make this journey alone. The lessons I've learned over the years were taught to me by outstanding non-commissioned officers and officers who paved that way. Those who guided me, challenged me, and held me accountable. Equally, I learned valuable lessons from bad leaders. Lessons about what not to do, how not to lead, and how to be better for the soldiers under my charge. Some principles I've lived by and hope you'll carry forward. Never eat before your soldiers. Never ask your soldiers to do anything that you wouldn't do yourself or that you haven't done 1,000 times. Be the first one in and be the last one out. Live the Army values, especially personal courage. That one hits close. Courage is not just a bravery in combat, but it's standing up for what's right, even when it's difficult. It's speaking up for your soldiers when decisions being made are morally or ethically wrong. I know a lot of you will have that difficulty to try to stand up and be the sole dissenting voice in a room full of people that are just going along with a bad idea, but have the courage to stand up and do that. Be the leader that your soldier expects and deserves. Provide guidance without expecting anything from them in return. Live by the soldier's creed, the NCO creed, and the infantryman's creed. No one is more professional than I. Be the epitome of professionalism. Be the epitome of professionalism and master your craft. The NCO is the backbone of the Army. Your soldiers will look to you for leadership. Never forget that the two most important responsibilities as a non-commissioned officer are mission accomplishment and soldier welfare. Live the warrior ethos. Place the mission first. Never accept defeat. Never quit. And never leave a fallen comrade. Remember your duty as a soldier to fight and win. The battlefield is not a place for hesitation. It demands aggression, determination, and at times an unrelenting warrior spirit. The society may not always understand this, but our duty is to be the best fighting force in the world, ready to close with, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. The Army today is different than the one I joined. Not better, not worse. It's different. The challenges today soldiers face are greater in some ways and more complex than ever before. The military is evolving rapidly, and it's impossible to keep up with every change. And I'm going to stop there for a minute, and I'll get back into this, but I just want to touch on this for a second. I've seen a lot of changes over the past several years, right, that have left me a little bitter, but there's hope on the horizon, and I do see change in the military happening. I see young leaders stepping up and finally starting to step up. I'm a little more hopeful by some of the things that I see being implemented as of this year, and I'll watch that closely. But we have faced some difficult challenges and rapid changes, and this is my one message to you is, none of this other stuff matters, right? We are a green army. It doesn't matter if you're black, you're white, you're bi, gay, straight, whatever it is. None of that shit matters. The only thing that matters is, can you fight the fight? Can you do the damn job, right? Can the person to your left and right depend on you? Can you go out there and can you win wars? And at the end of the day, that's what matters. Can you fight the fight? Can you do the job that America's asking you to do? If you can't, then you shouldn't be there. That's just it. Sorry if that offends you, but I'm not sorry. Okay. So my advice for the next generation: seek wisdom from the seasoned NCOs and the officers. They have faced and overcome challenges that you'll encounter. Leaders, listen to your junior soldiers and young leaders. They bring fresh ideas that can modernize and streamline outdated processes. This is partly how I became so successful, is that I brought that old school mentality from those old school freaking, Ranger and SF freaking squad leader guys that I had that kicked my ass and freaking found a way to blend that new millennial freaking tech, the easier way of doing things, and find a way to blend those two things together, right? I think that those things made me a more effective leader in the unit, right? My harsh approach and my old school kick the door down mentality probably precluded me from being able to advance in the woke years that we've had, but I'm not going to carry any bitterness for that. I'm very proud of the service that I did. I'm very proud of the soldiers that I served alongside, subordinate to, and those that serve subordinate to me. If we can figure out a way to blend the knowledge and experience with the innovation of the new generation, we'll continue to be the strongest army in the world. As I step into the next phase of my life, I'll carry forward the lessons of the past 2 decades. Whatever organization I belong to next, or if I decide to venture out on my own, I will build, lead, and serve with the same dedication. Above all, I will give back to those who sacrifice so much to make me the soldier and the leader that I became. To my family, my wife, my son, my 2 daughters, and now my grandson. Your unwavering support has been my greatest strength. I joined the military for one simple reason: to fight for a future where my family and all families can live safely and freely. That mission hasn't changed for me. And in whatever way I can continue to serve, my goals will always be to contribute to a prosperous and secure America. To my comrades, to my brothers in arms, to all the command teams of the various units that I served in, thank you for your patience and your support through the years. Mainly your patience. I'm a bit of an asshole. I get it. But we got the job done. We may not have always seen eye to eye, but our shared vision for our soldiers and our missions never wavered. To the first of the 160th, the first of the 143rd Skull Crushers, and to the 140th Chemical Company, we walked through fire together. We came out stronger. I owe you guys my life, and I'll consider you my brothers and sisters for the rest of my life. To the 140th Recon Platoon, these past few years have been challenging, but the bonds we've built rival those I forged, even in certain situations with my combat unit. I know it's been tough, and you guys are all good soldiers. My intent was always to push you to do better, to be better leaders, and to be better soldiers. You are amongst the best that I've had the privilege to serve alongside. I have no doubt that you will shape the future of the 140th Chem, the Recon Platoon and beyond. To my brothers from, the Skull Crushers, Coop, Solis, y'all were my boys, and I'm glad to have served alongside you guys. There's plenty in the 140, the 160th that I can call out. You know who you are. I respect you guys, and I appreciate you guys' support, mentorship throughout the years. And if you had an opportunity to serve underneath me, and I hope that you took some of those lessons to heart, and I hope that they made you better, not only in your civilian life or in your military life, but also in your life. Okay. And I'm here. You guys hit me up. If you ever need anything, I'm still going to be that old sergeant that's going to be there for you if you need me. To the NCOs I've trained, many of you wear chevrons today because at some point you served under my leadership. I hope that I've left a lasting impact on your development as leaders. And if I came across as a bit of an asshole, understand that, my only goal is to prepare you for the challenges ahead, the harshness of combat, and the realities of war. So, to all of you, I appreciate you. I thank you, and it's been an honor. God bless everyone. God bless the United States.